What is going on, guys? It's been a couple weeks since I've last updated you on the engine. We were waiting on a few parts, like our Mercruiser windage tray here. This guy finally showed up, and along with my lifter valley splash guard, I was waiting on that guy. So we got this guy all fresh and clean. We'll get her installed and then get the bottom end all thrown together here. Get this all done and over with. It's literally all that we were waiting on. A lot of guys online were saying, hey, you can go ahead and repair yours. Why don't you just go ahead and weld some washers to it, flatten it out. It's only just a little tray. Well, I just feel a whole lot better putting a fresh, brand new one in there. Or I guess this one is a new old stock. But either way, I feel better putting something fresh and brand new in there. But that's what we were waiting on. So now we can go ahead and start buttoning up this bottom end. Well, we were making really good progress, and now we're at another standstill. As you guys saw there, I had to get the lifter splash guard in there, get the push rods and the rockers on there. Obviously, that has to go in first in order to get all of these guys in. I haven't even set valve lash or anything yet. I went to go put the crank on, and unfortunately, our balancer is no good. As you guys can see, she is coming apart there, and we're gonna have to stop right here. This is something that's kind of important, and I can't be messing around with that, guys. So I'm gonna have to get a new one ordered from the local parts store or Summit Racing. But I'm a little frustrated because I had to wait the 2 weeks on these replacement parts. Now that they're here, I was hoping we could thumb forward and get this engine all assembled, and then hopefully this weekend we could hear it run. I'd probably do that as another video, but while I was waiting on those parts, I went ahead and did the boat floors, or started pulling up the boat floors. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some footage from earlier this week. Well, it was actually last week and the weekend prior to that. While I was waiting, I just went ahead and started to just tear up the old floors and all the foam out of the boat. I don't do much talking. It's a lot of time lapsing, and I just want to bring you guys up to speed on that. So I'll go ahead and throw that stuff in here, and we'll call this a video. And then at the end of that, hopefully we can get this harmonic balancer replaced and then get this motor assembled, because I'm starting to get tired of looking at it. I want it to be all together, waiting to go back on the boat. So here's the floors, guys. Okay guys, it's a couple days later. You can see I got most of this foam pulled up from inside of the boat. The whole helm area right here is mostly done. I've yet to do this section back here, just, you know, for the simple purpose of me getting in and out. Makes it a whole lot easier. But while I was digging down in here, we did come across some rot. Unfortunately, this is gonna have to be replaced. We're not gonna let this slide. I knew that I was getting myself into something, you know, that could potentially have some rot, because it is a 1983, and just because the stringers back here in the bilge were solid doesn't mean that the rest of them were solid. So what I personally think what was happening was, if the boat was stored without a cover, water could simply pool up in here. If you look real close, you can see daylight in that area. So I'm thinking moisture got in through here, and all the foam that I pulled up in this area right here was soaking wet. So I definitely think it held moisture and it just caused that to rot. As we go over here on the starboard side, solid. Yeah, there's a little bit of rot up top, you know, that's the way it's gonna be, but that's solid. Unfortunately, she's not. You see all that junk. So, those are gonna be coming out. I don't know whether I'm gonna replace both. That's the right thing that I should do. I probably will end up doing it, just because, again, that is the right thing to do, is to replace them at the same time with the peace of mind. I can pull the tank out and go all the way down below the tank itself, clean all the foam out from there, clean all that area up and prep that up. So that's kind of where we're at. I did get a multi-tool from my buddy Gavin down at Precision Point. I think it's in my truck still. Truck door's probably gonna be locked. Yep, I knew it. So the homie down at Precision Point let me borrow his multi-tool. We're gonna go ahead and use this guy to get in along those stringers there and cut them out, but that will be in the next video. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that nonsense. All right guys, so that's about all that I have right now as far as the boat goes. I'm gonna keep diving in on these floors. That'll be another part to the video. We'll rip out the stringers. I've got my buddy Jack here. He just pulled up. He's worked on boats for over 10 years doing fiber work and stuff. So he's gonna take a peek and just give me some pointers on what I should do. And from there, we'll just be chugging right along. I've got a crank / harmonic balancer pulley on order. That should be here in the next few days, so we can finish getting that guy assembled. And once that's all assembled, we can throw it together and hear it freaking run, because that's what I want to do. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I appreciate you watching. Sorry that I'm kind of all over the place with the uploads and things are kind of a mess, but yeah, guys, I do appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys in the next upload. Later.